Hey, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches with another car-based video. I will not be looking at the camera. You'll have to forgive me, but I'm driving on the road. We're safe. The car is well mounted. We're going to do a quick fist watch check. And if you've been following my channel, you've probably been slightly annoyed with me for, yeah, sorry, I'll drop a photo of this watch in right here. But you've probably been slightly annoyed with me about the previous video I made teasing about what watch I bought. I have thoughts about that, but let me put it like this. And I'll probably make a whole video just about this. But if you were annoyed with me, I apologize. I'm sorry, it wasn't my intent, you know, to piss off 80% of my people here. However, I showed the clasp of this watch, and there were 3 different watches that were options that I gave you to pick, you know, guess what I purchased, and it had to be this one. Once you saw the clasp, you should have known, and if you didn't know, well, then you don't know your Rolex line that well. So I thought I was giving it away, because I thought you people are all Rolex maniacs, and that you would have known just based on the clasp. Anyway, that is not the subject of this video. So speaking of apologies, I'm going to apologize in advance for what I'm going to say, because I don't mean it to sound disrespectful to any of my YouTube colleagues and friends, numerous whom have made videos explaining the Rolex bubble, complaining about the Rolex bubble, gnashing their teeth about the Rolex bubble, and getting angry at Rolex over the Rolex shortage, the Rolex bubble. So I'd like to point out that I made an entire video called "You Are Not the Rolex Target Market." I am not the Rolex target market. We are collectors. We are weird. We are special. We are different. We have nothing to do with the Rolex target market. We are 1% of their business, and they don't care about us. So I will put the link to that video. That's my car telling me there's an imminent crash, which there isn't, you know, but it's sensitive, like me. Okay, so is there a Rolex bubble? Yes. Why? Well, I think it's strategically planned by Rolex. Am I angry about it? No. I mean, almost anything that you want, you can get on the gray market. Is there a premium? Or isn't there? And if there is a premium, how much? So the premium on the Pepsi Jubilee bracelet GMT is stupid, and it's starting to come down a little bit, by the way, guys. It's starting to come down. Coming down from 20 towards 15. Still a little crazy, but when it gets closer to 15, it'll be more accessible, because it really only retails for what, I think 9. So the premium on the stainless steel ceramic Daytona, stupid. The premium on the Batman, not entirely stupid, but, you know, not so easy to swallow. There's like almost no premium on a ceramic sub. There's almost no premium anymore on the Sea Dweller 43. People complain the Sea Dweller 43 is impossible to get. Well, I got mine at retail from an authorized dealer because I got lucky and I worked my international celebrity YouTube connections. That being said, you could buy one today on eBay, box paper set, barely worn, and you will not pay a premium for that watch, or barely. Matter of fact, when you calculate out what you would have spent in sales tax, local sales tax, versus the premium, you probably today on a Sea Dweller 43mm, you probably come out ahead purchasing it on eBay or from the gray market, compared to what you would if it was in stock in your authorized dealer. So all I have to say is, if you're mad at Rolex, they don't care, and it's not worth, you know, it's really not worth your emotion. In fact, it's barely worth making this video. But hey, this is another topic that I gotta kind of clue you in on. The YouTube goddess must be fed her daily quotient of raw meat, okay? I gotta have something to talk about, and so do all the other YouTubers, or you people would get bored. This is why we sometimes make stupid, you know, stupid videos, because we get a stupid idea. I can assure you from personal experience with my statistics, a stupid video is better than no video at all. Anyway, I advise you to remember, life is short, and watches are beautiful, and Rolex, well, we're very fond of it. If you're mad at Rolex, you know, it's like being mad at the tree, you know, out in your front yard. Cut it down. If you're mad at your neighbor's tree, you know, have a tequila, a red wine, just get over it. Life is too short to wander around being mad, particularly at corporations, particularly at Swiss corporations, particularly at Swiss corporations that are not publicly or even privately held, but are foundations. And that's the final point I want to make. Remember, Rolex is not a company. It is a foundation. They don't care about what happens today. They don't care about what happens in the next 3 quarters. They don't care about what happens over the course of the next 5 years. They care about what happens in the next 100 years. They are a charitable foundation that does God knows what with their money. They don't have to tell us. We don't know. All I can tell you is if you look up the statistics on Rolex, you're going to find that it is the single most recognizable brand of watch in the world, even though horologically speaking, it's not the finest. But it's definitely the most recognizable brand of watch in the world. And among other brands, such as, Coke and IBM, Coca-Cola, those kinds of brands, McDonald's, it ranks ridiculously high, certainly in the top 50. And I don't remember the exact number, so I'll drop that exact number in here. But it ranks crazy high. That's what the foundation cares about. That is their mission. So don't get mad about Rolex. They don't really care about you. Anyway, if you want a Rolex, go buy it on the gray market. If you don't want to pay the premium, wait, because it might come down. Okay, guys, this is Marc Goldberg with a Polar Explorer II. Real quick, final point, I promise. What did I pay for this watch? I bought it on eBay. Why did I buy it on eBay? Because you cannot find it today you cannot find it today in the authorized dealer. Why? Because you can't find anything in the authorized dealer. They have no steel sports, and that's what this is. I'm parked, I'm home. I'm gonna hold this right up to the camera so you can get a better look at it. You're just not gonna find this watch at the authorized dealer today, but if you did, it would cost you $8,100. If you live in my crazy state of Illinois where, taxes tend to be very high, then the sales tax would be more or less 10%. That would put this to $8,900. Call it $9 grand. What did I pay for this thing? $6,200. Delivered. Next day air. It still has the sticker on the back. I don't know if you'll be able to make it out, but I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Sorry for the bad lighting, but you can kind of see it at the bottom. It still has the factory sticker on the back. Is it a box paper set? Nope, it is not. But I could buy the correct box for this, which is a size medium Rolex box. I could get that for like $80 on eBay. And I could just take it to my authorized dealer, have them do an insurance appraisal, which they will either do free, because I've bought from them before. They might do it free, or maybe they'll charge me $100 for it. But I'll have it authenticated, and I'll have paperwork from an authorized dealer saying that it's authenticated. Don't get mad, guys. Get even. Go on eBay. Go to the gray market. Screw Rolex. I'm neither mad at the corporation, or happy with the authorized dealer, or mad at the authorized. Those poor authorized dealers, they're trying to sell watches and they have no inventory. So, think of it from their perspective. It's not easy. But for us, the people watching this video, you're not a normal person. You have OCD and you're a collector, and it just pisses you off that you can't, like a little kid, go to the candy store and buy what you want. But you can. You just got to go to a different candy store. It's like a garage sale of watches. eBay, the gray market. Try it. I've had great luck there. Marc Goldberg, peacing out.
Paint the sky your favorite color.